Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Aquarius for mid-month October 2020. This is a general love reading, and of course that means that it can apply to just about anything in your life, any type of relationship, any type of situations or circumstance that you might be dealing with. It can apply to family, home, work, social circles, romantic relationships, enemies, frenemies. If you can think of it, it might apply. I also want to remind all of you to be flexible with the energy. You can interchange the roles within the reading. That means you can be represented by any of the characters that may show up in the cards. This also means you might feel like I'm reading for you. You might feel like you're cross-watching. Parts of the reading may resonate while other parts may not. So Aquarius, take what does and leave behind the rest. I hope that you enjoy the reading and I hope you get something beneficial out of it. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to read for you. I hope that the reading resonates. I hope you enjoy it and I hope you stick around for more. Returning viewers, thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. There is more specific information for anybody who is curious in the description box below, so you can have a look there. We're going to go ahead and get started for Aquarius right away. Carmilla's here. She's hanging out on her cage. She was on my shoulder, but she decided to fly and land onto the phone, which is my camera, of course. And I can't have a bird sitting on my phone while I'm trying to do a reading, so she's on her cage eating a grape, and she's happy. I think she's happy. She looks happy. All right, Aquarius, let's see what we've got for you today. I'm going to give this first deck one more good shuffle. Oops. Maybe I should have just stopped there. Turning this deck every which way. Okay, here we go. We're going to start off with the Two of Swords, paired with the Six of Cups in reverse. Ace of Wands, the Hanged Man in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, Death, King of Wands, and then we have the High Priestess. So we have two kings on the table. I'm right now thinking these are two separate energies, but I may change my mind, so I'm going to wait to describe what I'm seeing until I get the second set of cards out. But this is definitely a reading about a connection, a specific connection, and a very significant connection. One that could have had some trouble in the past, maybe up to present time. There's an indication of possible ending, new beginnings. Could be about transformation rather than endings, things changing dramatically so that it feels like there's a new beginning, something of that nature. Let's get some more cards out and see what else we get before we read too much into the message for Aquarius. So we have the Emperor that came out, Five of Wands in reverse, Knight of Swords, King of Swords, Four of Wands in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So I think these are two separate energies. I think that we have a King of Pentacles and then there's this King of Wands, and I think that the King of Swords is also represented by the King of Wands. I think that there was something broken between these two, or some kind of rift, or something that occurred in the past that was never resolved. Or it could just be that there's kind of some lingering resentment regarding something that occurred in the past between these two. This King of Pentacles, King of Wands. I think this King of Pentacles was probably the reason behind what occurred between these two. And so there might be some kind of expectation on the side of the King of Wands that once this King of Pentacles changes, there can possibly be a new beginning. So I think there's an expectation of change or transformation for one particular person, and it's this King of Pentacles, because I feel like it's possible he was responsible for some kind of wrongdoing or some kind of rift between these two. I think this King of Wands is a very intuitive individual, and I think that he's trying to gain some clarity. I think he's trying to make a decision on when the right time is to maybe initiate some conversation or some contact with this King of Pentacles. I don't think he thinks the timing is right, though. So he's not going to put in the effort just yet, because he intuitively knows that the timing is not quite right. This King of Pentacles hasn't done what he needs to do in order for there to be a possible new beginning between these two. Let's see what else we get for Aquarius. There's the King of Swords again. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands. So we have the Ace, the Two, and the Three of Wands, all in the same set of cards. Eight of Swords in reverse. Seven of Cups in the upright position, clarifying death, and then the Seven of Cups in reverse. Page of Wands. And then we have the High Priestess in reverse, clarifying the High Priestess in the upright. Interesting. Okay, so this King of Swords is represented by this King of Wands as well. He's out here twice, the King of Swords, and then the Emperor. So we've got the King of Swords, the Emperor, and the King of Wands. This is the same energy, the same person, and I just want to talk about this person a little bit. This person's in the process of evaluating a situation to determine if some action should be taken with regard to a past event that occurred with this King of Pentacles. So this kind of energy is someone who is a very powerful individual, somebody who has a lot of influence, somebody who could be in a position of power or leadership, somebody who could be a business owner, or somebody who makes the hard kind of decisions. An individual who might be the head of an organization, someone who might be responsible for other people, delegating responsibility, taking charge, that kind of thing. This person is highly intelligent, very experienced, knows how to get the job done, and is fearless. This is somebody who really has it all together when it comes to that very masculine leadership qualities, those kind of things. And now, of course, if you're a female watching and you resonate with this reading, you can certainly embody this kind of energy. But this is somebody who's definitely large and in charge. And I think this person has received information or is in the process of uncovering some information regarding this King of Pentacles. There was some kind of past issue that is still on the mind of this King of Wands Emperor individual. We're going to call him the King of Wands because that's the card that came out first. So when I talk about the King of Wands, just know it's the Emperor and King of Swords as well. So I think there was some kind of past event between this King of Pentacles and this King of Wands. And I think it broke the relationship. I think it broke the connection. These people could have worked together. They could be family members. They could be partners in any which way you can think of. But it feels like there was some kind of situation that occurred in the past that caused a rift. And I think it's been ongoing. And I think that this King of Pentacles is largely responsible for that. But I also don't think that he's willing to accept full responsibility. And when I say full responsibility, I don't necessarily mean that this King of Wands couldn't have been responsible in some way, shape, or form for the rift between the two of them. But I think that this King of Pentacles, for some reason, has this energy of being largely responsible for whatever went wrong within this connection and this relationship. So I think that this King of Wands is getting ready to make a decision. But he's gaining information, clarity, or he's finding something out regarding this King of Pentacles. And when he gathers the information that he needs, he may take action then to make some kind of decision regarding this person and this connection. There she is. She can hang out on me, but you can't fly around. You can't land on the camera. And you can't get on the table today. Okay? She understands. I can tell. I think this King of Pentacles is resistant to accepting responsibility and I think he's a little bit resistant to change. Or a lot resistant. I mean, he could be a lot resistant to change. I think this King of Wands knows that this King of Pentacles hasn't done the work that's necessary in order for them to reconnect or reestablish some kind of working relationship or partnership, whatever that looks like. He for whatever reason, he has an understanding that the work hasn't been done or hasn't been completed. This feels like it could be a partnership in business or work related, job related. Let's see what else we get for Aquarius. Page of Pentacles, the Empress in reverse, Five of Swords in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Six of Swords. So this King of Wands is ready to leave the past in the past. I feel like he's ready to forgive and forget. So I think that he's considering making a move toward this King of Pentacles. Possibly just to initiate some conversation, or to possibly to reconcile the past. Try again. But this can't happen until until he gains an understanding of some kind of effort being put forth by this King of Pentacles, and that's not happening right now. And there's some question as to why this King of Pentacles isn't making any moves to change the current situation. And by that I mean, it could be that this King of Wands is waiting for an energy shift. So he might, for example, maybe he's been testing the water to see if this King of Pentacles would be receptive to some communication from this King of Wands in order to work things out, leave the past in the past, and then move forward with a new beginning. So maybe he's like dropped a quick email or a text message, for example. I don't think that he's been well received by this King of Pentacles. So he knows that the timing's not right just yet. Now there's this Queen of Wands, who I think is also this Empress energy in reverse. And I think she's influential in this King of Pentacles' life. I think that she could be the one who's kind of dictating the situation, or the reason why there's this kind of stalemate energy. An inability for these two kings to come together. I think this Queen of Wands kind of has an idea of what's going on, and for some reason she's resistant to allowing it to happen. There might be some kind of rift as well between this Queen of Wands, King of Wands. This doesn't feel third party to me, so it doesn't. And the Three of Swords comes out, we'll revisit that thought, but it doesn't feel third party to me. But it does feel like this Queen of Wands is somehow influential in this King of Pentacles' life and within the situation. But the rift isn't necessarily between this Queen of Wands. I mean, I think that there is some kind of thing going on between these two. But whatever past conflict occurred, it was mainly between the two kings. This Queen of Wands feels kind of like a side note to me, and I don't mean that she's not significant in the reading, because she did come out, but I think that she is significant with regard to the fact that she has influence in this King of Pentacles life. And the reason why he is not currently open to fixing this broken situation between this King of Wands and King of Pentacles. She's influencing that. Dare I say, she's kind of holding him back. I think that this King of Pentacles probably would have made some progress and possibly would have been open to some kind of communication or reestablishing a connection with this King of Wands if this Queen of Wands was not in the picture. I think she's keeping things from moving forward. And I think this King of Wands, he knows it. So this King of Wands, it feels like he's aware of this Queen of Wands, Empress individual who is influencing the situation with this King of Pentacles. And because she's so influential in the situation, I don't feel like this King of Wands is willing to deal with this person. So because he's not willing to bring in another party and muddle the situation even more, he wants to deal directly with this King of Pentacles, but she's in the way. And this King of Wands, I don't think, is willing to deal with this individual. And so it's almost like he's waiting to see if she's going to step out of the way, and so that the coast can be clear, so he can make a move to end this conflict with this King of Pentacles. But if she doesn't get out of the way, he's not going to fight for this opportunity to rekindle this relationship. He's not going to put up the fight. He'll let it go. He's going to let it go, and he's going to move on. And he might be making that known. I don't know that he's speaking directly with this King of Pentacles, but I feel like he might be making it known to this King of Pentacles. He's saying, look, I know, this Queen of Wands is influential in your life, and she might be making suggestions that would reflect an opposite opinion about what I have. But I want to deal with you directly. I don't want to deal with her. So if she's in the picture, I'm out. And so far, this King of Pentacles is not responding the way this King of Wands would like. And so it feels like he's getting ready to make a decision. Is it time for me to give up on the situation altogether or not? Do I give this more time, or is this just a waste of my time? Am I just spinning my wheels waiting for this Empress Queen of Wands to step out of the picture so we can get the job done? Do I move on now? Do I give it more time? So I do feel strongly that this King of Wands, King of Swords, Emperor individual is putting a lot of thought into this. He's trying to gain all of the information he needs in order to make a very significant decision in his life, to wait it out, give it more time, or do I let this go? Is it futile to put more energy into this situation because there's this obstacle in the form of another person standing in my way? So let's give this deck one more good shuffle, and then we'll get this last round out for Aquarius and see if we can't get anything else for you. We have the Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse this time, there's the High Priestess for the third time, the World. Magician. Two of Cups in reverse. And the King of Wands came out again in the same set of cards. So I feel like this King of Wands knows that this is a significant decision that he's getting ready to make. And it feels definitive. And by that I mean, once he makes this decision, he's not going to revisit it. He's not going to say, okay, well, if I make this significant decision, maybe in a year or two I can revisit this. This feels like something where he's going to make this decision and it will be final. And it's with regard to this King of Pentacles. So, and it feels like, you know, it's one of those things where he may have been hanging on to this for a while and working through it for a while and giving it the time that he felt like it needed to be given. But at this point in time, it's like, you know what, I need to release the situation. I need to let this go once and for all. So I'm going to make a decision about this King of Pentacles and this relationship and connection I have with this person once and for all. Is it worth it for me to invest more time in this or not? This Queen of Wands is calling the shots. She's the one making the decision, and she might also be the one who ultimately determines whether or not this moves forward or not. Whether this is an ending or a transformation of a relationship. And I do feel like that is kind of still in question. I'm not sure that this King of Wands has all of the clarity he needs yet in order to make this very significant decision. This definitely feels like a present situation where this king is currently in the process of gaining clarity, the clarity he needs to make this decision for himself. As it stands right now, it's looking like he's going to walk away from this relationship. It's looking like he's going to leave this behind, because with what he knows right now, this Queen of Wands is highly influential in this King of Pentacles life to the point where she's making the decisions for him. If she's not making the decisions for him, she is influential to the point where this King of Pentacles is saying, yeah, you're right. I'm going to do it your way. That makes sense. You know, that kind of... So he might still be making decisions, but he's doing it on behalf of this Queen of Wands or based on what she believes is the right thing to do. I can't tell based on what I'm seeing in the cards, Aquarius. Whether or not this King of Pentacles, in his heart of hearts, feels like there's any chance that this reconnection with this King of Wands is worth his while or valuable to him to save this relationship. I don't know if he's aware of... how significant this King of Wands could be in his life. I do feel like this King of Wands has a, you know, if this person's not in a position of power, I just get the strong feeling like this person could be a politician who, you know, has the ability to pull some strings. He's got the connections, he's got the money, he's got the decision-making ability to make things happen, to shake, rattle, and roll. This person has a lot of influence and power. So I get the feeling that if this King of Pentacles had the ability to make this decision on his own without the influence of this Queen of Wands, he would probably allow this King of Wands to have his piece, have his say, and see if they could reconcile, because it would be worthwhile to have this relationship with this King of Wands. He feels like a very upstanding individual with high integrity, someone who's very intelligent, someone who... This is not a shady individual. This is not somebody who's going to misuse his power. He's in the upright in every single card that's representing him. King of Swords twice. Emperor in the upright, King of Wands twice. I mean, this is somebody who is not only in a position of power, but, you know, someone who probably should be president. Somebody who knows what the hell he's doing or she's doing, and somebody who is going to make the right decisions for the right reasons. It would be an individual that if I were in the position of this King of Pentacles and I didn't have someone influencing my decision, I would want this person in my life. I would want to be close to somebody like this. Anyway, I've been sitting here with this card sticking out. King of Fire. The King of Wands came out as the last card. Wow. Okay. Well, this is just going to put an exclamation point at the end of what I was just saying about this individual and why this King of Pentacles, if he chooses to walk away from this relationship, it's going to end up being a big mistake, because this is the type of individual this king is. I'm going to go ahead and dig out all the cards that are representing him, because I don't know that I've ever had a reading where this kind of energy was present in so many repeated cards, to the point where it's going to be difficult for me to hold them all. And I know I messed up my reading now, but this is the end of the reading anyway. So here he is. You know what? And we can go ahead and throw this Magician in here too, because honestly, I think this also represents him. I mean, you don't really need to say anymore. You just need to look at the cards. Here's who this King of Pentacles is snubbing because of this person. So I'm going to read this out of the book. But the King and Queen Court cards of the Dreams of Gaia Tarot deck are very similar in nature to the meanings of your traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So I am going to read this, but it will sound familiar if you're familiar with the tarot, with the traditional meanings of the cards. Okay, so here we go, Aquarius. I'll display the card for you. The King of Fire is a charismatic leader. He is passionate, and his passion is sometimes his passion is something others find inspiring because it is focused, grounded, and creative. He is the perfect team leader. He can draw to him the people who are necessary for a project to be completed, and every single person will want to play a part to help bring his vision to life. Some may see the King of Fire as an ideas man, but they only have to observe, and they will soon discover that he is very proactive. He likes to be involved, to get his hands dirty, and he will remain involved from inception to completion. The King of Fire is also fearless, dauntless, in fact. He is lion-hearted in the vital heartbeat of his court. He is not afraid of hard work, but he also respects and moves through his day with the awareness that he is only part of the whole. He is a necessary part, but still just a part, and one that can be replaced if his ventures fail. This is why the King of Fire works tirelessly, I'm having a hard time today apparently, tirelessly to fill his role, and despite his gregarious ways and charismatic nature, is at the core a very unassuming and respectful man. It is why he calls upon and makes use of those around him. He understands that he is but one man. And in order to rule well, he must be willing to delegate. In essence, he must be willing to share his power and his glory with others. If the King of Fire appears in your reading, it symbolizes the wisdom of knowing that even those who are leaders are a part of a team. Every wise leader has people around them who perform tasks that help them to keep things running smoothly. The same wise leader respects their team and appreciates the efforts made on their behalf. He symbolizes the importance of being interested and involved from beginning to end. He asks us not to start something, delegate, and then walk away. There you are. So, like I said, this is someone who would be definitely a positive influence in this King of Pentacles life. And I have a feeling that this King of Pentacles, at some point, and the reason why this King of Wands is putting so much energy into evaluating this relationship he has with this King of Pentacles, and the potential he has to reestablish it, to leave the past in the past and try to get it back on track. I think that this King of Pentacles in the upright is the exact kind of person who would be a perfect partner for someone like the King King of Wands, the King of Pentacles would be someone who's very loyal and compassionate and hardworking and dependable, dedicated, the type of person that would give you the shirt off his back. And if these two had some kind of partnership where they were both in this kind of energy at some point in the past, this is a powerful pair. This is a pair that can get the job done. And it's unfortunate, though, that I think that this King of Pentacles is dealing with some shadow energy because of some influence in his life that probably needs to be set aside so that he can make some decisions for himself. So anyway, Aquarius, I'm going to leave that here. I hope this reading was enjoyable and helpful and beneficial to you in some way. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe. If you feel like leaving a comment, that's always great too. Thanks so much for watching, Aquarius, and I'll see you next time. Carmela says goodbye too. See you later, Aquarius.